That's
It's
my team.
not often we talk about this, but because there's so much pride, like you said, Gary, like Dorchester, people that I've met from Dorchester, Mattapan, Roxbury, like they rep their
They rep their
neighborhood. They are
people.
very proud. So, like, hypothetical world, what do you think Bruce Brown could bring to the Celtics?
Oh my God. See, I'm the worst
Let's play
person in the
fantasy
world
land real quick.
right now because to me, he brings everything. He
Yeah.
gives you everything that you wish you had that you don't right now. He's tough. He's not afraid to take big shots. He's come through in late game situations. He doesn't mind not being on the floor in those moments. If that's what you as a coach feels best, he is more than ready to take the big shot, big play, get the big defensive stop. And he's just ready for the moment. The moment is never going to be bigger than Bruce Brown. And there's not a lot of role players in the NBA who you feel comfortable and confident in saying that about. Because role players, there's usually some nerves and jitters. Bruce ain't got that. He ain't built like that. He's just not. So he mean everything, Kwani. Everything.
Everything. Gary, what do you think?
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they could use another dog, another good defensive player, combo guard. Now they'd have to make some moves, but just something they could look into. I think he would be a good Celtic. I think he'd be proud to come home, play in front of his family and friends. And he's a guy who's fearless, and I think that's what the Celtics need. And it might not be Bruce Brown, but they need more fearless guys, more guys with that play with a chip on their shoulder, that play like their life depended on it, like it's their last game. And I think that that's what he brings to the table. And I think that's rare around the NBA, not only with the Celtics, as these guys who play with their hearts, leading with their hearts. And I think that's an important thing. And so it was good for him to see, to not only sign with Denver, but etch out an established role. And be a key part of that team, and I think that's the thing. And you could tell that team is close, they're close. Those guys like each other. They've all been through a lot. Brown's been with two other franchises. Aaron Gordon was a guy who was supposed to be a kind of a superstar in Orlando, and it didn't work. And he's etched a role there in Denver that's not a superstar role, but a really workmanlike role. And he's turned himself into a very good player, good, guy who could rebound, hit the post up, physical, all that, in addition to being a real great athlete. Contavious Caldwell-Pope coming from the Lakers, a good defender. They put together guys who have been other places that were like, why can't we make this work here? And I think that that's what is very important, and the Celtics could take away from that. So I think, hypothetically, Bruce Brown would be a great addition to a lot of teams, including the Celtics. And I think he's going to have his pick. He's going to have his pick of the litter, because I think he really helped himself during the playoffs.
CLNS Media's Celtics coverage is brought to you by FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win.